A Girl's Best Friend and a Man's Worst Nightmare by Leanne Little, copyright 2010. The restaurant was fancier than the ones he usually took his dates to, but he was completely enchanted by her laugh, the mischievous glint in her eyes, even the way she tucked her hair behind her ears and giggled because she was nervous. The locale of the date itself was spectacular. The restaurant was fancy, with a full 5-course meal, wine, and delectable desserts. There were absolutely no flaws whatsoever. Not until the dessert came. He was already halfway through his when his date gasped in pain. He looked up just in time to see her pulling something out of her mouth. Watching with his own mouth wide open in shock, he watched her as she wiped off the largest and most exquisite engagement ring he had ever laid eyes on. His date positively melted. After the initial moment of surprise, she shrieked with happiness. There was just one problem. The ring was not from him. While he stared dumbfounded, the woman couldn't be more thrilled. She glowed and ran around the table to kiss him on the cheek. Yes, yes, I'll marry you. We'll have the best wedding and the cutest kids. I knew it the moment I saw you. His eyes roamed around the restaurant, panic-stricken. The waiter was already hurrying to their table. He had realized the mistake the second the woman started crying her happy tears. He stood and waited for the waiter as the woman grabbed at his hand and stood on tiptoe to give him a kiss. He shook her free and snatched the waiter by the lapels on his jacket. "Help me!" he growled. "Ma'am, I'm sorry. There's been a mistake." She stared at the waiter, unable to comprehend. "There's no mistake." "Yes, I'm sorry. That ring is not yours." Her eyes darkened as something occurred to her. "You stole my engagement ring? How could you?" He stammered. "No, I would never do that. It's just—" He was interrupted by another diner. "That ring is for my girlfriend." The diner held out his hand, waiting for the woman to slip it off her finger and return it. Her tears abruptly switched to tears of fury. "You stole this guy's ring?" The waiter stepped in. "Your boyfriend didn't steal anything. There was a mistake in the kitchen, and you were delivered the wrong dessert." The woman pulled the ring off her finger and tossed it at the rightful owner, then turned to her date. "I'm calling it off. I never want to see you again," she screamed, storming out of the restaurant. He stared after her while the waiter offered countless apologies and the manager ran over to see what the fuss was about. The rightful owner of the ring turned to him. "Don't worry, she'll forgive you." "Not likely. I only met her yesterday."